Hello, Dr. Casella here, and in this video we'll be talking about Boolean functions. Boolean functions are functions that return a logical value of either true or false. Okay, so in order to do this, we'll be working with the modulus operator. And the modulus operator is kind of like division. So if I said 10 divided by 5, I get 2. Well, actually, if I did 10 divided by 5, I would get 2 with a remainder of 0. Okay, so if I said 10 modulus 5, enter, I get 0 because that's the remainder. If I said 10 modulus 3, it's 10 divided by 3, and I get 1, because if I take 10 divided by 3, it's equal to 3 with a remainder of 1. So the modulus operator gives you the remainder. So anyway, I'm going over that just so you understand the function I'm about to create. So now I'm creating this function called no remainder, and it's going to take two inputs, x and y, and it's going to use that modulus operator. If x percent or modulus operator y is equal to the double equal sign 0, then it's going to return true. Otherwise, else it'll return false. Now, when it's equal to 0, that means that x is divisible by y. If when x divided by y has a remainder of 0, that means that x is divisible by y. So if the remainder is 0, it's true. If it's not 0, then it's false. So then I test the function. I have the user input. I say, give me a numerator. And then I have it say, give me a denominator. And then I call the function no remainder using those values. So the numerator was stored. Remember, I use the input function. It comes back as a string. The string goes into the float function, which converts it into a number that I can use. And I'm calling that number num for numerator. So I give it the variable name num. The denominator, I'm doing the exact same thing, except I'm going to give it the variable name den. So then I'm going to call the no remainder function down here. And when I call no remainder, I'm going to insert the argument num for whatever the user entered, and den for the denominator, so numerator, denominator. And it's going to return a value of either true or false. That value will then get stored into this variable name isRemainder. Then down here, I do a logical condition based on the result of isRemainder. If isRemainder, in other words, if isRemainder is true, right, then the way the if function works is if the condition over here is true, and since isRemainder returns true or false, I could just say if isRemainder. So if this thing here is true, then it's going to print that. If it's not true, then it's going to print the else condition. And so if it's true, it says num is divisible by den. If it's not true, then it's going to print num is not divisible by den. Okay, so let's run this program and see what we get. Run module. All right, so it's saying give me a numerator. I'll say 10. Give me a denominator. I'll say 2. So we know that 10 is divisible by 2. And it says 10 is divisible by 2. So we'll run it again. Run to check the other condition. Give me a numerator. 10. All right, a denominator. 3. And it says 10 is not divisible by 3. Okay, so it works fine. So that shows you how to generate a Boolean function, and then a way to use it. All right, that's all for now. Bye.